A new favorite word when it comes to talk about President Trump. Watch.
Are impeachment proceedings now more likely than ever?
Should that trigger the start of an investigation in the Judiciary Committee that could end up going to impeachment? Impeachment.
And while most Democrats are trying to tone down impeachment talk, some in the media are ramping up the rhetoric.
Almost hoping. In fact, impeachment was referenced 41 times during this morning's, during the Sunday morning shows, which was supposed to be all about John McCain. Here to weigh in is the Vice President of Business and Culture for the Media Research Center, Dan Gainor. Dan, you know, it doesn't matter what you think. What works for the Democrats? To say it or not to say it and just do it?
Well, they certainly think not to say it is what works, except for the hardcore partisans, the Tom Steyers, the Ocasio-Cortez wing of the party. They want to say it and do it. The Nancy Pelosi wing, they don't want to have anything, they don't go anywhere near it because they know.
Why?
Republicans will turn out. If they know, let's be honest here. Democrats are going to impeach if they take the House. They're going to be forced to by their partisan base.
So should Republicans just keep encouraging this? I mean, it sounds like a good strategy. Tell them they're going to impeach Donald Trump, and if you don't get Donald Trump and the GOP Congress, you're going to get Nancy Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren and everything else that really hasn't helped the economy.
Well, it certainly is a good strategy, but I mean, ultimately, then that chips away. I think at some point there's a tipping point on the right as well, where it chips away at people's momentum, and you hear about it a lot. Maybe you start to buy into it. So I think it's a balancing act really for both sides.
Yeah, Tom Steyer has a big editorial today saying Republicans join the impeachment effort. Good luck with that. Just because he's rich, he thinks he can get people to follow him. So I'll just give you an idea. We're not just making this up. Look what the numbers say. On a day in which they were supposed to be saluting John McCain, NBC still managed to mention it 22 times, ABC 12, Fox 7, and CBS 0. So it's all because of the week from hell that President Trump had as they flip his doorman, they flip his friends in the media, they flip his former attorney, and of course they're trying to investigate his foundation, his company, emoluments clause in the Constitution. He is really under attack.
Well, he's been under attack. Remember, going back even before he took office, you had people calling for his impeachment. The left has been out to get him the whole time. One of our people had to endure watching a whole day of CNN and MSNBC, tallied up 222 examples in one day of them using impeachment. That's where they're at. And let's not kid ourselves about Tom Steyer. Tom Steyer is also making noises behind the scenes that he wants to run for president in 2020. So he spent $120 million trying to impeach Donald Trump so he can clear the deck so he can run.
Yeah, the problem is no one likes him.
Not to mention, by the way, that we're talking about election infractions and not really what the real issue was, which supposedly was collusion with the Russians. So, all
right, thanks, Dan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll see where it goes. 12 minutes before the top of the hour. Is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez the next Barack Obama? That's exactly what one news website is wondering, and others are jumping in.
And be on time or due time, students at one high school could soon be fined or maybe even jailed just for being late to class. So what do people on the street think? We're going to send Loose on the loose.
Yes.
Deuce on the loose.
Steve is very loose. That's what he's trying to say. I wish Steve wasn't as loose. There he is.
There he is.
We have so many cameras to watch him leave.